What a coincidence. As we go live, the oven's done preheating. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Mama choo choo.
It still isn't live here yet.
It's okay. We're live.
Yeah, we're live. It's just not showing on here yet.
Because we need to know.
It's
Viewers.
not even live on the TV yet.
Ha 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 ha. All right, we're back.
Okay, we're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Are
What you
we?
gotta do? Let me see your
Yes.
phone.
Uy, kita mo ako. Sabihin mo sa akin.
Let's see. Let me see your phone. There you go.
And we go live.
Everyone, so when you come in, come on in and say hi.
And we go live.
Everyone, so when you come in, come on in and say hi.
All right, let's do the banking. Let's start the banking.
What's going on, brother? How you doing today?
Good. I'm the one who's answering.
Hey, I also want to ask you, did you see the video I did of the guy that was arrested at the Capitol building? He was carrying a couple of Molotov cocktails and knife or knives. Planning on killing Johnson, Hegseth, and Besant. Yeah, apparently yesterday or the day before, his lawyer came out and said that his name wasn't Ryan Michael. It's actually Riley Lane or something like that. So apparently it's another trans activist or another trans that is upset with the new administration. So today we're going to bake some cookies. And look, oh man, I don't know who else is going to come in, who's going to join us. So, I appreciate you being here. Don't know if bacon's really your thing, but I do appreciate you being here, brother.
Your brother, your brother, your brother.
I also want to tell you, I found something on the live settings to where I think that we can collab without having any kind of app. It says invite guests. So I think we might be able to do it that way. So maybe one of these days we can give that a try to see if we can make that work. What I did was when I went into go live, I went to settings before I went live. And down probably about halfway on the screen, it's talked about inviting guests or invite others. So Might be something for us to look at. Yeah, maybe that'll be the route for us to go. Hello, Mama Mina. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. Oh, you start baking now?
I told you. Oh man, she's my Billy. You got your
No.
Billy cracking jokes, and she's my heckler.
I'm the Hitler? Oh.
Well, you know what? We'll try it. You know, we'll try it one time, just you and me. See if it works. If it doesn't work, okay, we'll figure something else out. But I am still looking at that Ecamm Live app. Pardon me. To see if that'll work for us. But yeah, I said we give it a try one time. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Have to heckle yourself, yeah. All right, so today we're going to do some sugar cookies and we're going to do some brownies. So, what I've got here, get my handy dandy Mama Mina recipe card, is 1.5 cups white sugar. I have 1 egg,
Beaten.
1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 cup butter softened, if you would, my love.
So,
Half teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, and 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour.
here you go. Assistant. Ay, ito din
I
ako.
need both.
Ay, akala ko isa lang. Here you go.
So, whenever you're doing baking, especially like this, unless it specifies otherwise, you want to do your wet mix separate from your dry mix.
Saan ko sasaksak to, man?
Ano pa?
Saksak ko ba? Saksak.
Right down here.
Abot?
Yep, thank you. So we're going to put in 1 cup softened butter,
So, butter,
the egg,
the egg. Bakit
And-
tayo dapat ito?
because you always do your wet from separate
Yeah,
from your dry.
Yung dry sa maliit.
No, because you want to cream your sugar, remember?
Kaya nga.
So we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of our homemade vanilla extract.
Oh, what happened? Let's continue.
And then we're going to beat it all together.
You beat it all together.
And hey, brother, did you hear about the that plane crash? The other video I did, where it was talking about what a coincidence it is that 2 plane crashes in a couple of 2-3 days, both in a place where it's something that's named after a president. So apparently the plane hit the Roosevelt Mall on Roosevelt Boulevard. So I don't know if it's just coincidence or not, but yeah, kind of weird to me. Scrape down the sides of the bowl so we can make sure that we get all the sugar and everything incorporated here. Oh yeah, that's good.
Yummy.
All right, let me wash my hands real quick, y'all.
Huh?
We're just rinse my hands real quick.
Oh, really? No, they're not. Not all of them. I think the pilot. is
Damn,
not.
all Mexican citizens on the plane, huh? Really? You saw the images of the people.
Two
Were they
American, two white.
too white?
Yeah, the two pilot.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Something just ain't right though. All right, so now we got our wet mixed.
Dry.
Now we're gonna put our dry in.
Salt.
Take the remainder of the ingredients: the salt, baking powder,
Powder.
baking soda.
Baking soda.
All right. Then
Mix it all together.
just take a fork or a whisk, and just mix it all together. You want to come over and do it? Come on.
Are you?
Come on. Come on, you pain in the butt.
Put it all together.
Yep. Yep, put it all in there.
Laglag.
Yes, ma'am.
Laglag ko na.
Getting it all right. Yep, go and get every last drop out of there.
Siyempre.
Yes, dear. So, old man, I understand that you're planning on doing some fishing this week.
Can I have some? Can I have some fish?
Yeah, apparently not. He said you weren't doing it correctly.
Right.
Can you do what?
Can I have the head?
The head.
Fish head.
Oh, yeah, Mom Mina wants the fish heads. She'll make soup with them. It's going to be a beautiful week for some fishing, though, I'll tell you what.
You were doing which one?
Mixing.
I always over it. Yeah, kasi dapat yung ano dito eh, yung wet.
His wife makes soup with them, too.
Ah. Ay. Sinigang.
The soup she makes is sinigang.
Or nilata.
Filipino soup. Now, it's something I'll eat if I have to.
You
But-
don't eat head?
No, I don't eat head.
Life. What's M? What's A? Ah, we don't do.
So, Mom Mina really likes the sugar cookies for her morning coffee. Her morning coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So, we tend to make them just, I don't want to say dry,
Crunchy.
But she likes them a little bit crunchy. We'll say that.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Oh, give me that.
So, this is what the cookie dough looks like after it's done. You can see it's a little bit crumbly. All right. So now she's going to take them, roll them up into balls,
So your balls.
and then we're going to start baking them.
Yan mo.
There you go.
Yung tatlo. While I'm doing this.
So,
Bakit mo ko pinakita? Huwag ka na yan.
so these bake at 375 for 8 to 10 minutes. And we got 3 cookie sheets ready.
Ilalagay. Huwag mo na ako pakita dati.
Ano?
I'll do this just stop them.
I can do both.
Huwag na.
Well, you gotta see the process.
Oh. Ganito lang oh. Ganito oh. Ganito oh. Bilog-bilog. Bilog, bilog, bilog. This big? Way too big.
That's too big.
No! This is dough.
You want them the same size as the other ones.
Masyado maliit.
Well, whatever you want to do. I mean, you're the one that's eating them with your coffee.
Kaya nga. Bakit ka nakikipagtan?
So, hey, brother, those other ones viewing are basically my other accounts.
Huh?
Can I pause that?
Yeah. Oy, iharap mo na sa'yo yan. Huwag mo sa akin iharap. Doon na sa'yo.
What? What's that?
Ipkot.
No.
Ayaw.
They got to see the process.
Yeah, hindi na ako. They know already.
So, brother, I want to ask you, when you do your fishing, are you using live bait or are you just using lures?
Mahal. Iharap mo sa'yo. Ayaw.
Come on, don't be like that.
Ayoko. Should we make this last night for my coffee?
Okay. Yeah, you know, me and Mom, man, we found this guy out of Alabama, and the reason why I found it was because we watch a good bit of videos on the Philippines, and this guy actually went to the Philippines and did a fishing video, and he had like, I want to say over 200,000 subscribers, and that video itself was like approaching 400,000 views. And the fish he was catching down there, my gosh, man.
Giant.
And Mom Mina was like, oh, I want one, I want one.
Always I want one.
You know, when I was in the military, some of the best fishing I did, I lived in South Padre Island, down there in Texas. And the good thing about that, I actually lived on one of the channels that went out
You're talking to Owen. Put in.
to the Gulf of Mexico. and I would just go home, go right on my back deck, and just cast right into that channel, man. It was awesome. I know my daughter, my first daughter, she actually caught a trout, a speckled trout, in that water, which was kind of surprising to me there in that channel. Had a lot of sheep's head in there too. So what do you like so much about these sugar cookies, Mama Mia?
Ano?
What do you like so much about the sugar cookies?
It's cookies. So I like cookies. Like sweet.
You ready for the next one?
Not yet, wait.
Yes, dear.
Iharap mo lang kasi sa'yo yung video. Dali na ako. Okay.
Yeah, I had here's a funny story for you. You'll get a kick out of this one. My daughter,
I like.
when we would go fishing down there, damn this thing. Sorry, brother. Didn't mean to drop you.
Hello? Let's stop.
There we go.
10 minutes.
So my neighbor who lived right next door, he was like one of the big district guys for a grocery store company down there. And he would go out there fishing, and he would have like this really expensive rig that he carried. I forget exactly what it was. But my daughter, when she caught that speckled trout, I had bought her a Scooby-Doo fishing rod. Okay. He was actually out there when she pulled that trout in, and he got so dang mad. He's like, "What is she using for a rod?" I'm like, "Scooby-Doo." He said, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a Scooby-Doo rod." "Well, what's she using for bait?" "That cheap stuff that comes with it." She caught a speckled trout with that cheap stuff. I'm sitting here with a $300 rig, and I can't catch anything? Man, let me tell you, you want to talk about mad. He wouldn't go out there and fish anymore when we were out there. At all. I lived there for about 2 years, and he refused to go out back and fish when we were out back fishing. Caught it, and it was a decent sized speckled trout. I mean, it was probably 13, 14 inch. Took it in, cleaned it up, ate it. It was yummy. But yeah, man, Scooby-Doo rod. Never forget that dang thing. So we got the first batch of cookies in the oven. So what are y'all doing this weekend? Anything good? We definitely need to get a new tripod, so it doesn't happen again.
Where's the one that your son gave to you?
It puts a ring of light in my glasses.
And the mic didn't use the mic.
No, because I got it plugged in the charger so we don't go dead. Are you going to be going live today? I didn't know you were on live earlier, man. Hey, do me a favor. If you can remember, send me a message since you have my number. Let me know you're going live. And I'll try. If I don't have anything going on, man, I'll give it a view. Yeah, I'll watch it for you. I don't mind. I enjoy the conversations we have on that, man. And I'll tell you, I hope that Sunflower's doing better today than she was last night. Yeah, man. Anytime. Yeah, we just gotta keep looking out for each other, man. Make sure things go the way we want them to go. So let me ask you, when it comes to the .gov stuff I do, what do you think about it? Do you think I should keep doing it or just leave it out? Because you know, when I put a video out about .gov stuff, I try to do research on it. Do you know the .gov stuff, the videos I do on .gov, and some of the corruption and the politics and stuff? You know, I enjoy doing stuff like that. I want to keep doing it, but I want to say that it's being shadow banned. You know, even I put out the video of the first crash a few days ago, and actual footage of the crash, and ended up having like 15 views, and it was put in 19 feeds. So I got to learn to understand all that analytics stuff they've got going on there. Because I know a lot of stuff I put out, people don't even know about. And it just doesn't get put in the feeds. But when I include Mom and me in that video, let me tell you, that thing will get anywhere from 500 to 6,000 views, and it'll get anywhere from 2,000 feeds to 10,000 feeds. So I do think that some of the stuff that I put out, it probably could have gone viral if it wasn't shadow banned.
Mama made a back of that.
Okay. Yeah. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought about it. You know, just I enjoy bringing that stuff to light to people.
You know, not all people appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah.
You can't please everybody.
No, you can't please everybody, but
But
I just want everybody to be informed.
If you're happy with that, giving information to someone, go ahead. But if not, just always remember, ask God permission first.
Yeah, you know, exactly. Some will skyrocket and some won't, and it honestly looks like they're preventing some of the stuff for their agenda, and I don't get that. 4 minutes till the first batch is done.
I got it.
Can't wait for the taste test. I'll get it out. You just get them ready. Okay.
All right, sir.
Thank you, boss. Really? You know, I've tried to throw a bunch of different hashtags in there. I try to go with the ones that have the high numbers when I hashtag it, since it does auto search. Yeah, what's the suggestion? Ah, okay. I got you. Thanks, man.
Vicky.
Yeah.
Hashtag annoying wife. Bakit?
Yeah, probably. Why don't you put that one over there and bring that one? Yes, dear.
Akong gumagawa.
I'm sorry, dear. It won't happen again, dear.
Yan, ang laki nito eh. Kunti lang yun, oh.
Yes, dear. I love you, dear.
Huwag na to, sobrang laki. Kuha ka na maliit.
Inspiration time. I'm gonna have to check that one out. Haven't seen that one yet. Do what?
You didn't react on my noise?
No, I'm used to it. I got a Filipino wife.
Ano?
Ano ka din? The inspiration tab. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. All right. Yeah, still trying to learn all this stuff, man. You know, I ain't a young man either, and coming up on this tech stuff, it's difficult sometimes, frustrating, and it can be a little bit discouraging. But you know, I talked with my own Mina, and I really enjoy doing this. So we're going to keep it going. You know, hey, if you're just come into the channel, we're in the process of making some sugar cookies. Give us a like, say hi. Be glad to hear from you all. Yes, dear. So here's the first batch coming out of the oven.
One more
No,
minute.
another minute? Okay.
It's...
Not crispy enough for you yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Yeah, you know, I started last night. I started saving some videos in a folder on one of my other accounts to try to help me learn more about this whole process. So I'm hoping that'll be more out there, so I get more active with it. And after I do the live today, I'm probably going to go out back and do a shooting video or two, get those going, do some pew pew stuff.
Pew, pew. Pew, pew. Pew, pew. Pew,
You know, I got one target set up there. I don't want to set up too much because hopefully later this year we'll be moving to our homestead, so we can get that going.
pew, pew. Pew, pew.
You think those cookies are done yet?
Not yet.
I had 3 cookie sheets out for you. What's up?
Huh?
I had those 3 cookie sheets out.
It's not much.
Okay.
Hey, it's good.
Well, look at the bottom one. If the bottom one's getting brown, then yeah, it's good.
It's quite big.
Really?
Soft.
Yeah, you gotta use a spatula.
Spatula. Where's my spatula? No. Too soft. Not yet.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I get that same thing. You know, I get people making comments and stuff, and you know, I think they're just trolling. Everybody wants to armchair quarterback everything, you know. Yeah, man, your channel's doing good. I mean, what are you now? 4,000 subs? Monetized? Getting some good videos out there? Hey, if y'all just came into the room, come on in and say hi. Let us know what you're all doing this weekend. We're in the process of baking some yummy sugar cookies. Where'd you put the sugar cookies?
Not yet, I put it now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, this week I'm going to do more shooting videos. I want to do my EDC bag. I want to do a video on that. Also going to do a video on my go bag. You know, so that's some of the stuff I'm going to be doing. We got a couple more videos we need to do today. I know we need to do the homemade kitchen cleaner, bathroom cleaner that Mama Mina makes. It's actually really good. I just want to find an alternative for the Dawn that she uses. You know, I want to try to get as far away from chemicals as we can. So, but I'll tell you what, man, some of the stuff that we're making now really works well.
For me.
Yeah, you know, Mama Mina made this body wash. I'm going to load a video on that with a picture of her back before and a picture of her back after. Because let me tell you, man, with her, during the winter, with the low humidity, her skin gets so dang dry that it actually, her back will get kind of scaly. And she'll end up, it'll almost like really bad chapped lips, where she'll get some sores breaking open and stuff. So she made a homemade body wash. And it seems to be doing really well for her. Her back's cleared up a lot. So.
But some people, this allergy will cast them soap. So you have to find.
I hear you. Okay. Yeah. And that's one of the things that we're trying to do too. You know, we're trying to come up with our own ideas. Got a lot of books now, and we're doing a lot of research, trying to figure out what's going to be best. Because we're kind of going back to the old ways of doing things. You know, we enjoy old cooking, we enjoy canning, all that stuff. Now that the weather's starting to get really nice for us down here where we are, right? Probably gonna do some more canning. Going to set up my outside stove and do some chili here really soon. I gotta get some chili canned. So. But yeah, that's kind of stuff we enjoy doing. Making homemade products. One of the things Mama Mia is going to be doing is we're going to start selling her homemade bread. We're also going to start, she's going to try to make some deodorant, homemade deodorant, chemical free. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of digging the live feed part, the live streaming, and I think we are going to go ahead and do that. Oh, this cookie's looking good. So after we're done with these sugar cookies, we're going to go out and make some brownie bites. Regular brownie bites. So I'm going to surprise our son with those. He really likes those, so we're going to make them for him to take to school for this lunches. So with the live stream, I'm going to go ahead and try to learn what the rules are as far as what you can and can't do. I heard what you said about some of the stuff. You know, it's their rules. Got to follow them, so I will.
Okay. Ano to, Daddy ba? May isa ka dito.
The number love?
This one. Is this one?
We got to grease those cupcake pans.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll just use a paper towel and just grease them. Won't take long.
You don't want that.
No, that stuff gets everywhere.
Ay, look. gonna make this for chicken.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do any of that. I've seen what they've done to you with that, so I'm probably going to just do videos and talk about stuff. I don't even know if I'm going to put anything in the background on my live feeds. So I'll probably just do videos on what I'm going to shoot and then do some shooting. Might even get some melons out there, shoot some melons. This way the chickens have scraps to feed off of on the ground.
After you shoot them.
Really? Did not know that. Even if it's not out, it's just like carried. Can't do that.
Hi.
Yeah, I got a couple of old brake rotors I'm going to hang up. Figured those would be good to shoot at. Wow. Well, all right then. Did not know that. That is good information to know. Thanks, brother. Gotta take care of that little business right now. There we go. Done. That's crazy. Wow. It's amazing that what their agenda is really like. Exactly. It is what it is. It's their rules. So.
The rules.
Yeah. Can't even have one holstered
Oh, really?
in a live video. Yeah. You can have them displayed behind you.
Okay, I'm gonna go
But-
behind you and holding it.
No, but you can't hold it. You can't hold it. It could just be displayed like on a wall and stuff like what Old Man does. What, having a holster got you instantly shut down?
Oh, wow.
Wow. Wow. Well, like you said, it is what it is, man. Good to know, though. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. To me, that's crazy. How are they? Let me get one. No, I want to hold one. Mom Mina, look. Mom Mina over here, snacking on cookies already. Not even sharing. Okay, so these are what, 11 minutes?
No.
Okay,
No.
you can see these are pretty big. And she had to let them go for 11 minutes to get a little bit golden brown on there.
Yeah.
Man. And that was a dang good cookie. See, I'm not a coffee drinker. So I'm just good eating plain old cookies. Now, you didn't do, I know you did your lives before when you were driving. Did you get shut down because they saw that you had one? These cookies are delicious. Well, and just the comment before about the cookies. It's like you said, it's their agenda. That's from a hot cocoa mix. That's not for brownies. Oh no.
No, this is the powder one. This is good for hot chocolate.
Okay. Yeah, maybe next time. I'm sure it won't be the last time we make brownies.
Huh? What?
It won't be the last time we make the brownies.
Bakit galit?
Man. Crazy. Well, I'll tell you. Damn, these cookies are good. They ain't gonna last long at all. Don't look at me that tone of voice. Not my fault they're good. Well, you know, it's just like with another social media platform. Scroll through the feed, and all I see is this crap about Wicked or the new Captain America and his statements. You know, or somebody who's been nominated or won an Academy Awards or some crap when nobody even knows the person. You know, I'm tired. I'm honestly thinking about actually getting off that social media platform. You know, you got someone who comes out and says, you know, they're not going to do that anymore, but here they are. They're still pushing that same crap. But you know, honestly, I agree with you on the language. I can understand some words, but I don't think that some words should be used on live feed because you never know when, like, another one of my really good friends, a brother, him and his wife have 4 boys. 2 of them are old enough to understand, but 2 of them are still young, and they really don't need to be hearing that stuff. You know, I mean, especially we all go to church together and everything, man. So it's kind of difficult to sit there and have a conversation. Now, when my other brother was alive before he was killed, man, every other word out of our mouths was the F-bomb. And I've actually kind of gotten away from that. Now I say it only if I really get like angry, which doesn't happen too often, depending on who's near me. So what do you think about the constitutional reciprocation? For the CCWs? And do you still have one? Yeah, that's why. And I didn't do it in this live stream, but in the video I did about the Molotov cocktails, I did say that they were trying. The person wanted to delete those 3 people, and you know that I try to avoid the topics about the other stuff. I really do. You know, it's just it's in the news so much about some of this craziness going on and who's actually committing the crimes. It's kind of hard to avoid it. So in live streams, I won't really talk about that stuff much, but in other videos, I will. And you know, if they shadow ban it, they shadow ban it. You know, it bothers me, but it doesn't bother me. You know, because it bothers me because I know it's part of the agenda. It doesn't bother me because it's part of the agenda. And if a handful of people see it, then a handful of people are enlightened. So the last batch of sugar cookies going in the oven. How many did you get? 12?
12 to 24, 26, 39, because I make it big.
Yeah. So she got 40 cookies out of that batch because she made them this big. But they're really good. But yeah, man, we're actually talking about selling the bread she makes. Yeah, that's why, like that public service announcement I did on PSA with the silver tip. And that wasn't live or anything. That was just a regular video. I tried to word it so that it wouldn't have issues, but it still did. I mean, they didn't put in as many feeds.
Okay. How many did you get?
Exactly, and if the representatives of .gov have armed security, then why can't we have it for ourselves? That's my whole thing. I mean, just be fair about it. So it's like when Bloomberg said, well, I'm a little bit more important. I'm a little bit more apt to have a threat against me. Nah, that's BS. I disagree. Cookies look good, my love.
I like them. Then
Brown?
I make it 12 minutes.
Okay. So when it comes to the cookies, bake them to your liking. 10 minutes is okay. They'll be a little bit soft. 11 minutes, get a nice golden brown on the bottom. 12 minutes, they get a little bit crispier. That's the way she likes it with her coffee, so. And look, I'm not even discouraged by this video, brother. I mean, I know that you're the only one really watching, and I hope if there's other people here that they'll say hi, join the conversation, talk about something. We can pretty much talk about anything within reason.
Within reason.
Within reason.
The new system, bread.
Okay.
Recycle.
Exactly. I can tell you when I was stationed out in Cali, there was a group of us that would go camping, dang near once a month. And one of the guys I was with, his wife, I mean, great couple, great people. She went to a Wally World and was out in the parking lot, and she's kind of feisty. She's like Mama Mina. And somebody attacked her, and she tried to fight back, and they actually cut her neck. Luckily, they didn't go deep, but they actually cut her.
Ooh.
And, everybody was like, if we would be allowed to have something to protect ourselves, this wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take your advice on the description and the hashtags. Hey, welcome to the conversation. We just got done finishing up making our last batch of sugar cookies. If you want to say hi, don't be shy. And we're getting ready to make some brownie bites. So those will be good too.
How do you do this?
You got the recipe card?
Brownie bits.
That's what you wrote, brownie bits.
Brownie bits. I bits.
What'd you do, break this cookie?
Yeah.
Oh, dang, that's a shame.
Uy!
Dang.
Sa kopi ko yan ah.
Yep, broken cookie. Gotta do it.
Not too much sweet.
Was this a 12-minute?
Yeah.
That's pretty good like that. You see it's a little more brown. Crispy, it's good. That's good.
It's for the bits.
Okay, man. I'll talk to you in a bit. So we've already got all the ingredients out for the brownie bites. Can I have the recipe card?
Here's the recipe.
Okay. So for this,
Oh, hold on, wait. No.
the what?
Beef. Sorry. I didn't watch it.
Oh. Mom Mia's got to wash the mixing paddles real quick. Just give us a second. But while she's doing that, I'll go ahead and read off the recipe. And I'll also put the recipes for both the sugar cookies we make and the brownie bites in the description. All right, brother. So we got 2 cups white sugar, 1.5 cups all-purpose flour, 1 cup butter melted, 4 eggs, 1/2 cup cocoa powder. We use the dark chocolate cocoa powder. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon salt. And if you want, you can add like 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts to it, or even pecans, whatever nuts you like.
Yeah.
And for this, we're going to, in a few minutes. Last tray cookies is still in the oven.
I just want to prepare this.
And these will cook for 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay. Well,
You'll see the top getting kind of dry, and the sides, the side of the
Okay.
brownie will start to pull away from the side of the baking pan. So,
what do you want me to do? Just put all in here? Mix all together?
no, you're going to do the wet in the sugar. So, unless the recipe says otherwise, you always want to combine your wet ingredients first. Like if you have something that needs to be dissolved, you want to do that with the sugar. So your butter, eggs will be in with the sugar. And then your dry ingredients, your flour, baking powder, and all that, go in another bowl.
Okay. I need butter.
So you put all your dry ingredients in a bowl, mix them up, and then have your wet ingredients in a separate bowl. Get those all combined, then mix the wet with the dry. You'll have a much better product. I was actually a baker in high school. Still enjoy it, do it a lot. So,
I break, sorry. I believe in the
what are you breaking over there?
secret.
Okay.
So, put the egg
Oh, oh.
or butter first. Whatever. Okay.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
We need a new tripod. This ain't gonna work. Give me a second.
Oh, hold it. It's a good luck.
It's this, yeah.
You lost.
Yeah, but sure is.
You need a big camera over there.
No, what I need is the other one. Can you get the other one, please?
The one with the lights.
Yep.
You don't have to charge it. It's okay without light.
Mm-hmm.
You touch on.
Okay.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're on. Can you hear me okay?
Butter first.
Butter and eggs, same time.
butter and egg.
Yeah, that's all. So butter, eggs, and sugar in a bowl. Get those mixed up. While you're doing that, I'm going to grease the muffin pans.
Okay. Yellow.
Whatever. That's good.
Ayoko.
Okay.
Uy, look. Mmm.
Yep.
One more minute.
So while Mama Mia is mixing up the brownie mix,
Put vanilla, one teaspoon, right?
1 teaspoon. You can drop a little bit more in there if you want. It's all right. It's not going to hurt it. Okay. So while Mama Mia is mixing up the brownie mix, I am going to grease the muffin molds, muffin pans.
Muffin molds.
The muffin pans, the muffin pans.
Tapos, lagay ko dito. Mix ko dito.
Yes.
This is good?
Yeah, I told you that. Yeah, it's fine. You're good.
You're good. You're good. I have beer.
Wait.
Wait. What?
Move the mixer back over. Put the mixer back over to wet. There you go.
Allah.
So now we're mixing the dry ingredients.
Allah. You're messy.
Yep. Well, here, mix it.
Pwede namang dahan-dahan. Messy. Nice color. And give it a mix.
Okay. So it's one pan.
Was it 350, right? Oh,
Probably want to use the small ladle to put these in the muffin pans. Okay.
what's ladle?
Wait, the soup ladle, the small one, super gravy ladle.
Naantok na ako, Daddy. Lagyan mo kaya yung nuts mo.
You want nuts in it?
No, your nuts.
No, not mine.
Okay na to? More? I'm here listening. Oh, okay na.
That's good. Yummy. Okay, let me see. Perfect. Very good. So I will let Mama Mina go ahead and ladle those in. You know, that's one of the advantages, man. With me being blind in one eye, it's difficult to do that stuff anymore. I'll make a dang mess.
Yeah.
You know, I have no depth perception anymore.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You done?
So, brother, I don't know if you're ready yet, but when you do have a chance, let me know how many times do you go live a week?
Twice.
I'm thinking I'll do maybe 4 or 5. A couple hours at a shot.
I'm not gonna.
You're not good with that? What do you want to use? Okay.
Halfway full. To the top. To the top?
Yeah, that was fine. Or halfway. I mean, you could probably go to the top.
To the top. I got you, babe. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hear what I say. Oh, baby.
Do half to the top and half like 3/4 of the way, okay?
Bakit?
Because that's only half a teaspoon of baking soda and a half teaspoon of baking powder, so I don't know if it's going to rise
That's why
up.
I asked you.
That's what I'm telling you.
I rise up. You rise
Dang.
up. Damn. Oh, you
I said dang.
dang.
I mean, dang.
Ganun din yun. Curse din yun.
I'm not cursing.
Making mess.
Yeah, I think our boy would be surprised that he's going to have homemade brownie bites for school. Yeah?
Yeah. He make it very good.
Hmm.
You know me, I'm not into sweets. You're gonna put both or one each.
One each. Looking good.
When does she butter coming?
Today.
We'll mix.
Actually, while you're doing that, let me go see if it's out there.
Alright.
Talk to everybody.
Hi everybody. Let's cooking. Hello. Rise up. Ready. Come on, my old man. Not yet.
Huh?
Not yet.
Nothing yet.
$30. Huh? But it's a small one. The next, I will make the ano. Or Shanghai.
Do what?
Shanghai.
Oh, yeah.
Have you do this before?
Do what?
Brownies.
Not brownie bites.
What's the difference?
Well, you're not cooking a tray. So with this, we're going to have to really pay attention to them. As soon as you see it start to see the top drying,
Yeah.
and it pulling away from the sides of the pan,
Mm-hmm.
because the air is going to flow a lot more.
Hey, lads, coming in from Old Man's Life. How's it going? Old Ghost, hi, hello. Welcome to our live.
Ghost, good to see you. What are you doing this weekend? Things going good here. We just got done making a big batch of sugar cookies for Mama in the morning with her coffee. And now we're making some brownies.
Let me know if you want some. I'll send you. Joke.
Yeah.
Coming over.
Cookies came out really nice.
Oh, ilaharap ko na sa'yo, Daddy. Talk to him.
Sweet.
Talk to him.
Nakita pa ako lalo.
Where your cousins at? That's something I gotta start doing. I gotta start working out again. Got everything to do it. Just gotta get off my dead butt and get it done.
Get it done.
You know, before I moved to the Philippines, here's a story for you. So back in 2010, 2011, I was working out like 7 days a week, 2 hours a day. Really in shape. It took me 9 years to get Mama Mina here legally. So I went down there for a visit, and I told her if she didn't have her, in May of 2010, told her if she didn't have her visa by the end of August, I was going to go live down there. Screw it. So end of August came, and moved down there. Yeah, that's the fun part about visiting family. Moved down there, but the day before I moved down there, I was donating everything I had in storage because I had just retired from the military a few years before that. Donated everything I had in storage, but there were a few things I wanted. Well, this one box had something that was important to me, so I had to move another box off of it, and it was heavy. As soon as I lifted that box, I felt a little pop down my groin, and I was like, dang it. I'm leaving 4 o'clock in the morning the next day. And this was like evening the day before. So I knew I'd popped a hernia. Knew it right then. So I went down there, continued working out. Hernia started getting bigger. So in 2011, I had to stop working out. Then Mom got brain cancer, came back to take care of her. She ended up being pretty much almost bedridden. So whenever she had to use the bathroom, I had to pick her up out of bed, put her on the commode, and then get her up, let her clean herself, and then lift her up, put her back in bed. Well, she passed probably
There's a 16.
8 months later, in 2015.
Maybe 15.
Yeah. And then now it was time for me to take care of me. So I wanted to get a hernia taken care of. But unfortunately, by this time, it was about the size of an eggplant, a normal eggplant. That's how big the hernia was. When he got the hernia, ended up having what's it called? A what? The pocket of blood? Hematoma. Had a hematoma. And that part of my body, my testicles, swelled up to about the size of a cantaloupe. So ended up just having surgery this past year because after they fixed the hernia, I ended up springing a leak 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. So I haven't been able to work out since. But now, I think I sprung another leak, so I got to go see the doctor again, and I'm hoping that I can start working out here soon. So, very frustrating. So, Gus, if you don't mind me asking, where you at? Well, the sad thing about my mom was my sister lived about 10 to 15 minutes from Mom, and my brother lived and worked 5 minutes from Mom. I was almost 10,000 miles away in the Philippines, and I'm the one that had to come back to take care of Mom and make all the decisions for her. Man, you know what? You sound like you used to do some of the stuff I used to do. I used to be in the mountain climbing and all that, man. I've climbed some of Mount McKinley, a lot of the mountains out in Nevada. You know, I always enjoyed being outdoors. But now with my age, just turned 60 this past month. And health ain't what it used to be, especially with the issues going on in the groin.
The groin.
Oh, wow. Serbia. Yeah, it's one place that I've never been.
Wash.
Yeah, I've never been to Serbia. I'm like old man. I live in Georgia. I'm just a couple hours north of him. Man, people have no idea how hard it is when you get injured. They think that you can just get up and go and do it again. You know, but unfortunately, they don't feel what your body feels. Like there was one day, probably about 4 years ago, I was sitting on the couch, and as I'm sitting there, I put my arm out for the wife to come sit next to me. When she sat down next to me, it pulled my arm and tore my left rotator cuff. So even that's been an issue ever since then. You know, it's just nuts. Yeah, man. Well, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to start working outdoors again. You know, we use a good bit of firewood this winter when we had that really bad cold spell. So lucky I have some body armor. I'm going to put that on. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to cut some trees down and get it all cut and split for firewood for either next year or the year after. We'll see how it goes. So, but I figure at least that'll be something. Yeah, it is. It is. You know, it's like I can tell you that when we went out and cut some trees down, I let Mama Mina use the chainsaw, and after about a half hour, she didn't even think using a chainsaw would be that bad. But after a half hour, she was ready to give me back that chainsaw. But yeah, chopping wood is really good. You know, you pick up that big 5 or 8 pound wood maul and start splitting that wood. Yeah, it's a good workout. So Mama Mina's doing the dishes right now. First batch of brownies in the oven. Can't wait to try those. Well, thank you, Oscar Andrew. Appreciate you. And old man, I appreciate the heck out of you. You know that. What are you up? Yeah, man, chopping trees. Got to do it. Oscar, what are you up to this weekend? Doing anything good? I appreciate you all coming over. Thanks, old man. You know, just trying to get this channel going. I talk about different topics, whether it be political, governmental, homesteading, canning.
Okay.
You know, as far as guns, you know, I have some. I'm not like old man. You know, I don't know a lot about a lot of guns. I know about the guns that I have. Now, my best friend who was killed a couple years ago, I'll tell you, he was the mechanic operator, and I'm just the operator. That's all I am, just the operator. I know the basics to take care of my guns, and that's about it. Him, you put any gun in front of him, he can break it down, put it back together. And he knew everything about guns. Yeah, I know. I've been watching them. I mean, I've been communicating and watching old man stuff. Jeez, probably 7, 8 months now. Now, Oscar, Ghost, do you guys have channels as well?
Yeah, help each other.
Yeah, Yeah, a BB for rabbit hunting. I mean, you gotta be really good. If you hit it in the right spot, you might get lucky. All right, I got this. I got this. I understand. So I've been to Alaska. Had the pleasure back in the late '90s of going to Fairbanks. I was a helicopter electrician, and our primary mission was combat search and rescue and special operations. So we actually went up to Fairbanks to work with the Australian SAS and the SEAL teams while we were up there. Now, while we were there, I actually went down to McKinley, Denali, Anchorage, Sword. Had a really good time there. Beautiful, beautiful state. Love it up there. I'd go there now, but I don't think my Filipino Eskimo could handle the cold weather up there. So, but Serbia, that's one place I've never been. I mean, I've never really been to many places in Europe. Moscow once, Poland, France, Italy, Germany, stuff like that. I mean, UK, London, Heathrow, that's about it. Spent most of my time when I was in the military here in the States, training in desert environments, and then if it wasn't there, I was in the Middle East. So what kind of temperatures are you looking at in Serbia during the summer? I know the hottest I've ever been in was 51 Celsius in Iraq, and I didn't like that at all. But the one thing you learn, though, when I went through boot camp, the wind chill got down to negative 94 Fahrenheit right off the Great Lakes. That sucked. I can tell you, because of those two things, temperatures don't really affect me too much anymore. That's about like the Philippines, 37 to 40 degrees. And yeah, luckily for me, when I went to Alaska, we went in July. Now, the only thing that was really bad for that was, sunset. So we'd come out of the bar at like 2 o'clock in the morning. We'd be like, nah, the bars can't be closed. It's too sunny out. And we'd have to go home and figure out a way to sleep. But yeah, 37 to 40 degrees, that's pretty common. When I lived in the Philippines, that's what it was like. So the best thing with that I always tell everybody is temperature is like pain. Eventually it'll go away. It'll change. So it never really bothered me. AC all day. Yeah, I'll tell you what, there probably was it last year when our AC went out?
Huh?
Was it last year when they?
That's good.
No, year before.
Oh,
Yeah, year before. 2 summers ago. The hottest time of the year here, and our AC just quit. Luckily, it was a simple fix. It was only because of the way they installed it. So it was just a breaker hidden somewhere that we didn't know existed. So, but yeah, that was the issue. We probably sat here for a week in the hottest temperatures of the year.
that's good.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, this year we had some pretty dang cold temperatures here. I mean, old man can tell you that. But it didn't really bother me too much. It bothered the wife some, not a lot, but it bothered her some. And my boy, he'll walk around in shorts, t-shirt, barefoot in the house the whole dang year. I actually have to get on his case to make him go put something on so he can stay warm and doesn't get sick. Right now, I'm actually in Georgia. I moved back to the States in 2015, Ma? Was it 2015?
In Georgia?
No, when I
Seven.
moved back to the States.
Oh, yeah, 15.
Yeah, moved back to the States in 2015 and take care of my mom when she had her brain cancer. Haven't been back to the Philippines since. My wife finally got her visa after 9 years and got here in October of 2016. And then we moved down to Georgia. I was born and raised in Jersey. Don't fault me for it. But moved down here. And one of the reasons I moved down here was because I wanted to get my son, who was at the time, I think, nine or 10, wanted to get him his first Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas. And there weren't any. You could order it, but you had to have a permit. So in order to get a BB gun in Jersey, you had to get a permit to get one. So that was one of the reasons why I moved down here to Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah, here the thunderstorms, we get some pretty good ones. I know they get a little bit more severe as you go further south. I mean, we've had some really close lightning strikes and everything, but I know probably an hour south in here, they get some tornadoes going through there. Yep, had to have a permit to get the BB gun. But as far as cold weather, I'll tell you, when we first moved down here, I told my wife and son, I said, look, the weather down here, it gets cold, but not like it does in Jersey. Okay. In Jersey, you'll get a month, 2 months of straight cold weather. Down here, it's sporadic, the cold weather. I mean, like right now, we're probably approaching 70 degrees here in February 1st. And I told them, we don't get snow here like they do in Jersey. There they get a snowstorm, they get 1 foot to 3 feet of snow in one storm. First year we're down here, first week of December, freak snowstorm comes through, dumps 13 inches of snow on us. And all I heard for months, oh yeah, it doesn't get cold down here like it does in Jersey. It doesn't snow down here like it does in Jersey. And I still haven't lived that one down.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, it does change with states, but I can tell you that here, they're pretty loose with it. Here you don't have to have a concealed carry permit if you do want to carry. But we renew ours simply because if we go to another state that reciprocates our CCW, then we can go ahead and carry there. Until we get constitutional carry, which it should be, I'm never going to travel to a state again where you can't carry to protect yourself and your family. Won't happen. Okay, is old man live right now? Is that how you got you guys who went live? Very nice. Thank you very much. Yep, old man, I'll tell you what, that son of a gun.
Said again. It's like now.
Well, I'm glad you guys are here. I appreciate it. I really appreciate the hell out of old man. I'll tell you what, he's a great guy. I'm hoping that here soon we're going to be able to take a trip down there and have a little sit down talk. That'd be good. So, good guy. Well, I'll tell you, and I appreciate you all coming over. It's basically my first serious live stream. I mean, I've done a few live streams in the past. Did a live read of the Declaration of Independence on the 4th of July. and some other stuff, some short stuff. But this is like my first serious
Live.
live stream. So just trying to get my wife more into it.
You make a mess, man.
Yeah, yeah. If you're using self-defense, you can go to jail. That's why, lucky for me with the training I had when I was in the military, there's certain things you got to know. If you pull that trigger, your life had better have been threatened. It better be their life or your life situation. Otherwise, you ain't making little rocks out of big rocks for a long time. I used to actually teach deadly force briefs and what you should know and what you should memorize for when you go to court if you do have to, if situation comes up and someone gets deleted. So there's things you need to know, and if you don't, you need to learn it. So like I said, I qualified on many weapons, taught it, ran an armed guard program, helped write the armed guard manual for the Navy, especially for the reserve program. So and you see, and I understand no one having your gun until you need it. For me, it's a situation. I don't mind having it open if I'm going to a restaurant or somewhere like that. Even if I'm going to a department store. If I'm in a Sunday situation, I'll be concealed. I just try to be prepared for every situation, and I try to handle every possible situation the way it should be handled, and each one of them will be differently. I'm a big advocate for open carry. I do think that if more people would open carry, if you walk into a restaurant to rob a place and you see 20 people open carried, what do you think the chances are they're just going to turn around and walk out? But if you walk in and you see one or two people, then chances are you're going to try and continue with whatever attempt you have. So that's just me. For Sundays, I will do concealed most of the time, simply because I want people around me to be at ease, but at the same time, I will open there as well, simply because I want people to know that they're protected as well, and I'm hoping they have protection with them. In my military time, I was a helicopter electrician, which is really weird. I was in the Navy for 23 years. Out of 23 years, I've only got 19 days on board boats. Other than that, I was all land-based. For about 15 years, I was in special warfare helicopters. Primary mission was combat search and rescue and special operations. So wherever special operations went, if we were tasked, we went with them. But we would load two of our helicopters and all of our gear, guns, ammo into a C5 and fly to wherever we needed to be. So that was the best part of my career for me, those 15 years working with them. Oh man, you son of a gun. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Appreciate the hell out of you. Means a lot to me. So slime time. and I'll tell you, that's one of the reasons why I live rural. You know, with having to carry, depending on open and conceal it. If I go down to the city, let me tell you, I'm packing more than just. Yeah, it was good. First batch of brownies just came out of the oven, guys. So I'm packing more than just my sidearm. You know, depending on where I'm going, what neighborhoods I'm going through, I might be carrying a pistol grip shotgun. I might be carrying an AR. I know my wife will carry her SIG 365 compact. You know, it just depends on the situation. That's why I say you got to handle each situation differently. Then these are just my beliefs, you know, with the training I've had. And then keep that in mind. Nobody knows what training I've had. I don't know what training you've had. You may prepare for things differently than I do. And that's cool, you know, to each their own. Whatever you want to do, whatever you're comfortable doing, that's what I do. You know, I can tell you that every place that I've carried my gun, and this is for slime time. I've never had an issue with law enforcement. Now, granted, I am here in Georgia, but even if I'm open carrying, say in Atlanta, which I have, I've never had an issue. And especially if I go to Atlanta, I will purposely open carry so that people will be deterred by that, because I'm pretty sure they're thinking, oh, what kind of training does this guy have? They don't know that either. Oh, you live near Bragg. Okay, understandable. Been there. No, you know, I don't have a 1911. I can tell you that when I was in the Navy and the Navy SEALs went to the P-226, we went to the 228. They got rid of all of our snub-nosed 38s, and they got rid of all of our 1911s. This might make you all cry. When they got rid of our 1911s, we put in an offer for our guys to be able to buy them. .gov came back and said no, and they all went to the chop shop. I'm talking 400 prime, nice and broken in 1911s, sent to be chopped by .gov. We were so angry. So most of us went out and bought our own P-228s. Beautiful weapon. We loved it. I don't have mine anymore. I want to get one. Bad. But now what I carry, my favorite one to carry, believe it or not, at the time back in 2020, I purchased myself a Ruger Security 9. Why? It was $250. Came with the weapon and 2 magazines. Each magazine holds 15. I bought that because it was the way it felt in my hand. You know, I looked at others. I actually just ordered a 228, but I didn't want to wait 6 months for it maybe or maybe not come in. So I'm walking around and the guy hands me one of those. I put it in my hand. I'm like, yeah, this is it. And that's what I bought. And let me tell you, it shoots true, shoots good. It's been abused and it still shoots fine. Yeah, you know, Slime Time, I think that's mostly because people just don't understand the laws down there. They see a weapon and they automatically go into panic mode. And the biggest thing that I'm tired of hearing, especially because I've seen those videos too, is when somebody with law enforcement will say, well, you know, in this day and age, with everything happening around the world, you know, with terrorism being the way it is, no, I ain't buying anymore. In fact, there shouldn't be a problem with a U.S. citizen carrying something like that for that very reason, to prevent it. That's how I look at it. You know, as far as the training, I some are foolish when it comes to when they want to be a threat. Some people will be foolish and they might not consider the training someone's had. But you also got to realize it. They're going to think twice about your training because of the way you carry yourself. You know, if you go around just looking like or acting like you're some Joe Schmo badass, the chances are they're not going to take you seriously. They're going to be like, you know what, I can take this guy. But if you just go around like a normal guy, they're not going to know any better. And I've actually seen that as a deterrent. And that's, again, like I said, that's just the way I look at it. That's my opinion. That's just how I've trained. That's just what I believe. Well, thanks, Slime Tom. I appreciate you being here. Don't be a stranger. And look, any of y'all here, if any of you have channels, leave a comment, let me know, and I'll go over and I'll return the favor. Appreciate the heck out of y'all. Yeah, most criminals are young and dumb. True. You know, I can tell you that even with some people that I've worked with in the past, I can just give them a look and it'll put the fear of God in them. You know, they still to this day don't know what I've done, what I've seen, what I've been through, any of it. But I will tell you this, that they know that I'm not one to be messed with, even at my age. And I think it's mostly because of the way people carry themselves, you know, and I think that's what people need to look at. That's what people need to consider, especially when they're doing training, you know. Oh man, thanks again. I appreciate you. Couch is moving around. That's awesome. And again, I appreciate y'all coming over, hanging out with me for a bit, waiting for the brownies to cool. So now some more about my training. I've actually been to CBRNE training, Chem Bio Warfare training. Been there, done that. I've trained a lot of people. You know, when I was working with those helicopters that supported the SEALs, we didn't just work with SEALs. We worked with Deltas, Green Berets, EODs, all kinds. British SAS, Australian SAS, and it was a good time. Yeah, you know, man, I'm the same way when it comes, especially when it comes to the desserts. You know, I have a hard time waiting too, and they're staring at me pretty good. There's 24 of them over there right now, screaming for me to eat them. But Mama Mina, what are you making?
Vegetable.
Well, come on over, say hi to the guys.
Hi guys.
Come on over, say hi to them. Don't be shy.
Hi guys. Hi. Tonight.
Ooh, steaming hot lasagna. Yep. You know, I can tell you that when I was in the military, we went out to a bar and one of the guys ordered pizza and it came out so hot that when he bit it, the cheese came down on his chin and we pulled it off. He had 3rd-degree burns with skin missing off his chin. I mean, you can learn lessons from other people's mistakes. I'll tell you that much right now. I know, right now, the house smells like a chocolate factory. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll show you. So these are the brownie bites we made. Mom made felt the muffin hands a little bit too big, but they're cooled down enough. They're perfect. They're good. And let me tell you, man, I'm the same way with lasagna. I love a meaty, cheesy lasagna. And right now, do you guys know anything about Filipino food? Well, when I was in high school, remember I'm originally from New Jersey. I worked at an old Italian bakery. So I had an old Italian man teach me how to bake. And I, believe it or not, I still enjoy doing it today. When we have get-togethers with friends, I ask them what I can bring, and they're like, "You're the dessert guy. Bring dessert." So I'll make cheesecakes, cake. Oh, what happened? Did you guys just lose me?
What happened?
I don't know, it just said that we're live. So we might have just glitched out there for a minute. Okay. So, Filipinas, they make, I guess you could call it like an egg roll. It's called lumpia. And Mama Mina's actually started her own little business where she's selling her lumpia. We're getting ready to sell her bread. She's getting ready to make deodorant. We're hoping if that works out right, she can sell that. All natural, all chemical free, no preservatives, none of that garbage. So we're really starting to enjoy this lifestyle the way we're eating. What was I talking about before that? Oh, the Filipino food. That was one thing. So, but yeah, being a baker in high school, I mean, the biggest cake I made was about 36 inches tall. It was a UPS truck for one of the executives that was retiring out of Philadelphia. It was actually really cool. I enjoyed it. And like I said, my pumpkin pies at Thanksgiving, I've sold those for 20 bucks a pop. They're so good. So I've actually converted people who don't like pumpkin pie to my pumpkin pie. So yeah, they're good. And yeah, that's probably one of the things why I have an issue with my belly right now. Because I would rather make it at home instead of buying in the store. You know, I mean, when you first buy the products, yeah, you're going to spend some money. But when you make it at home, it tastes so much better and it has less crap in it, you know, than when you buy it at the store. And that's why I do it. I make a red velvet sandwich cookie with a dark chocolate buttercream every year at the holidays. People are begging me to make them and bring them to the house when we have get-togethers. You put a bowl in front of me with just the stew gravy and some fresh bread, I'm fat, dumb, and happy. Mama Mina makes this dish called caldereta. It's basically a Filipino style stew. The gravy is completely different than what we get in our, like, say, beef stew. Completely different. She knows, give me a little bowl with the meat, potatoes, carrots, stuff like that in it. But then give me a big bowl with that gravy in it. And I will sit there and dunk bread until I'm overfull. Well, Ghost, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you now? Wow, congratulations. Happy early birthday. I can tell you, and how tall are you? Five nine. Okay. So that's not too bad. I mean, 135 to 5'9". I can tell you when I joined the Navy, 18 years old, the year before I had some major surgery on my stomach and my intestines. I was 6 foot tall, weighed 135 pounds when I joined the Navy. Okay, so I was your same weight, just a few inches taller. Stayed skinny for a long, long time. Finally, when I approached my late 20s, is when I started to notice the weight. And then when I started doing the work with that helicopter squadron, I started working out a lot more. and actually define myself more that way. So don't wish to wait on yourself too quickly. You know, there's stuff that you can do now with working out and with a good diet, so that you don't put on a lot of weight, but you become more defined. What are you looking for, my love?
I look there, Rapper. You put it back in the freezer?
No, what'd you do with it? I didn't do anything with it.
Right here. What did you do?
Hey, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're using your mouth there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents, well, my mom, aunts, some of the uncles, grandparents, we're all the same way. We're all heavy. So with me, you know, when I worked with that squadron, one of the things I did was I was in charge of the fitness program. So they actually sent me to nutrition school. So that's when I learned about eating a proper diet. I can eat what I want. I still like to eat pizza. The difference is I won't eat a whole medium pizza now, or a whole DiGiorno's pizza. I'll have a couple, 2 or 3 slices, and that's it. So there's things that you can do. Everything is fine in moderation. Don't count calories. Don't do any of that. Don't cut out sugars. Don't cut out fats. Don't cut out any of it. Moderation is the key. And let me tell you why. Your body's a computer. If you cut sugars out of your body, like a lot of people now are doing all this gluten-free stuff and no sugar, don't eat anything white, what's going to happen is once you do start eating that stuff again, your body's going to be like, hey, I haven't had this for a while. I need to store some of this extra. That's why with anything fatty, if you avoid any fat, as soon as you eat that, your body's going to suck that fat in, and it's going to be harder for you to get rid of it. So keep that stuff in mind. Yeah, you know, I was the same way when I was in high school and when I first joined the Navy. I could eat anything I wanted, and I wouldn't gain a pound. Not until my late 20s when I started working in that squadron, when I started to finally have a good diet and started putting on some weight and mass. Yeah, see, with me, I'm the same way. I have a really bad sweet tooth. I love meat, but one of my biggest weaknesses, hot bread. Mama Mina makes this hot bread that she makes. It comes out of the oven. I'm wanting to cut into it, but you can't. See, with bread, you have to wait for an hour before you can cut into it after it comes out of the oven. Simply because if you cut into it before then, the structure of the bread won't be right. So instead of having a regular slice of bread, you're going to have a slice of bread that's this high. Not thick, high. So,
Hi.
love my bacon. I eat bacon as much as I can. I even can bacon. I'll buy bacon in bulk and I'll bring it home and can it. We're getting ready to start making our own bacon. So, getting ready, trying to learn more about curing meats, especially salt curing, so that we can hang to salt cure. Yeah, you know, I used to eat hot dogs a lot. I do still eat them, not as often as I used to. That's mostly because of Mama Mina. She she's trying to get me off all that processed stuff, which is exactly why we're changing our lifestyle and doing the homesteading thing and learning to do our own. Mama Mina, she makes our own sausage, and it's so good. She makes one savory and one sweet, and it's I don't like buying sausage anymore. Okay, more calories and protein. I got that. Yeah. Trying to think about what you could eat. You know, I'm not big on doing the whole, following the weightlifters diets that they eat because of the mass they put on. I don't think that anybody should really look like that. And these days, with the way they push the protein stuff, here's one thing I can tell you. Next time you buy a product, say you buy spaghetti, there should be one ingredient on that. Okay, that's the whole wheat semolina. That's it. If you see like niacin and stuff like that, that's the artificial stuff. That's not going to do you any good. All right, you want to avoid all that stuff. If it says enriched, you don't want it. Whether it be oatmeal, grits, bread, flour, any of that. Anything that says enriched, you don't want it. That's gonna have all the preservatives in there, all the fake vitamins that they call them. They're not going to do you any good. They're actually going to do your body more harm, and your body won't be able to grow and produce the way it should. And that's the main problem, but especially with hot dogs.
Hot dogs, hot dogs.
Hey, how do those brownies look down there?
Huh?
How do those look?
Think that's good enough?
Yeah. Yeah, because the top's kind of crunchy.
Right, off it. All right. Now my turn.
Stew's the way to go, man. I'll tell you what, I'm right there with you when it comes to the stews. I love a good stew.
It's too.
All right, well, look, y'all. Let me show you what we made. Here is the sugar cookies. Can you see them? Huh?
Yeah.
And the brownies are right over there. Mommy's got 2 trays of them made. They're good. They're yummy. All right, so what's the next topic? What do we want to talk about next? Oh,
The crunchy. You don't like crunchy?
brownies shouldn't be crunchy. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. You know, like I said, when it comes to baked goods, I really don't want to buy them out in town. I'd rather just make my own. Just so much better that way. Come on over, say hi to Ghost. Come on over, say hi to Ghost.
Hi, ghost. I'm an angel.
Hello.
Mama Mina.
Hi, ghost. Hello.
Yeah. And let me tell you, that's one of the things where we're blessed. We both can cook. We both love to cook.
We both have big tummy.
Yeah, we both have, our tummies are both getting big. We both love to bake. Our only problem is that the food is so good that sometimes we can't stop eating it. That's why bellies are the way they are. His name is Stefan. His name is Stefan.
Stefan.
Yes. Said nice to meet you.
It's Stefan. Stefan. Nice to meet you, Mama Mia. Nice to meet you too. Good to see you here. Good. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Good to meet you.
And one of the problems that we also have with us both loving to cook is sometimes, I'll show you.
See? I said it correctly, Stefan.
Yes, dear. Here's the problem we have when it comes to cooking. Maha, what's for dinner tonight?
What's for dinner? What do you want?
That's the problem we have. We can never figure out what we're gonna have. Are you seasoning that, or are you making lumpia?
I'm gonna cook the veggies.
Okay.
I'm gonna mix them.
Okay. So she's selling her lumpia now, and she's doing pretty good with it. what she's going to do is she has everything she needs to wrap some more. So she's just going to wrap a bunch and get them ready for sale for this week. So we'll see how that goes.
Tomorrow. I love you tomorrow.
Whatever, baby stew. He loves eating stews. So when his mom asks him what he wants for dinner, he's like, whatever. A stew is good.
Stew is good.
Yeah. What are you dancing for? Okay. All right, y'all. Oh, yeah. You can never go wrong with a good stew, especially on a hot day. That's one thing people don't understand. If you eat something hot or drink something hot on a hot day, you'll get cooled off faster. So, and that's why even during the winter, I'll drink cold water. It don't bother me none. These days, we do a lot of cooking. We're doing a lot of research calls. We're trying to learn different things that we can make at home so we can get away from all the chemicals and the bad stuff. I mean, we've been doing this for a number of years now. We make our own mouthwash. She's going to start making deodorant this week. She's dabbling in shampoo. We do our own general purpose cleaner. Our own laundry detergent. So we try to learn stuff like that. We're trying to go back to the old ways. Absolutely right. Hot meals with homemade bread, game on. Bring it. Now, you know what? As far as bakery, we people have asked me that so many times, that people I know, especially when they try something I made, they're like, man, you should open a bakery. That's a young person's game. That's the thing with bakery and restaurants. Those are young people's games. They've even talked to Mom and me about opening a small restaurant and serving Filipino food. But there comes a point where you're too old for that game. I mean, being on your feet that many hours a day preparing food or baking, it takes a toll on your body. Even when I was in high school, it took a toll on my body. Not as bad as it does now, but even just today with the little bit that we did, my back is numb. I can't even feel my back anymore. So we just do it for fun. And, the stuff that she sells, she just does it for fun. She takes a certain amount of orders, and if she's comfortable with it, she's done. And then she just lets everybody know, okay, got my orders for today. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you all get in early for the next one if you missed out. And that's just the way we do things now. We both retired early. Both got tired of lining someone else's pockets with money. It is quite a commitment. And the thing is, you've always got to be one step ahead of the competition. You've got to be able to come up with something new, something fresh. Because eventually people are going to get tired of the same old. Okay? So even with my cheesecakes, I've dabbled in making different cheesecakes. I'm sure that you've had a red velvet cake. Exactly. We don't overcommit, and we do have a lot of time. Let me tell you, we have a blast together every day. Every day we're always laughing. But have you had red velvet cake before? No, not red velvet. Black Forest cake. So Black Forest cake pretty much has like the white cream flowers on top with cherries in the center. I actually make a Black Forest cheesecake. So I'll switch it up. Instead of bringing just a regular cheesecake, I'll bring like a Nutella cheesecake or a chili dark chocolate cheesecake, a Black Forest cheesecake. When it comes to baking and even restaurants, you have to be able to come up with something new, something fresh for people to have. Otherwise, you're just going to lose business because I'm tired of eating that. I'm going to eat something else. All right. Well, look, my back is completely numb. Can't feel it. Yeah, we love cakes with fruits as well. That's one of the big things in the Philippines. When you buy a cake, it's pretty much going to have fruit on top of it, and they're delicious. People see them and they're like, why are you putting fruit on cake? Well, it's delicious. Try it. But anyway, look, my back is numb, hurts, can't feel it. So I'm going to go take a break for a while. Appreciate y'all coming in. Y'all take care, stay blessed. Come on over, say bye, my love.
Bye. See you for the next.
Thanks for coming over. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate
I
y'all.
appreciate you
And
guys.
if y'all have a channel, go into one of my new videos I just did, like the one I did today for going live, and let me know, and I'll subscribe as long as you subscribe or whatever. I'll just subscribe to your channel. Just let me know.
Bye.
Good to see you as well, Ghost. You take care. Stay blessed, man, and be vigilant of your surroundings. Later on now.